Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today I wanted to go through my 1/10 ounce gold coin, something that I love to collect, and I finally hit that target of having 10, and it's definitely something I'm going to increase over the next year or so because there's some really cool ones coming out, and it's a nice size that I'm thinking at the right price range is something really good to have. So I want to go through some of my collection, what are my favorite ones and what ones I'm looking forward to get in 2025, and also go through some of the mintages on these and the prices that I paid for them, and you can just see the difference in the value that they've increased over time. So from a value adding as an asset point of view, they're really good. So I'll go through my very first gold coin that I ever purchased, and that's this one here. This is the 2002 Lunar Proof Horse. So this is the Series 1, right back when the Lunar Series started at the Perth Mint. Really nice, classic, simple design. Very low mintage on this one of only 1,341. So a nice low number on this one. And it's really cool. I really like having this one as part of a collection. And to go through the value, so obviously there was premiums on top of it back when I purchased it as well, because it is a proof coin, came in a nice little box, and you can see the way the packaging has changed over time. But this one cost me $99 from the Australian Post. So if you look at it now, its intrinsic value, its core gold value is $490. So it's gone up nearly $400 since I purchased it, just in its gold value. And obviously it's got a collector value on top of it because it is a lunar horse, and any lunar, especially series ones, are very collectible. It's been graded at a MS69, so it's very hard to get these ones. So people that are trying to collect them and go back and get them are definitely wanting to get these ones. You can just see how beautiful it is. It's an absolute gorgeous one to get. So with that kind of lower mintage as well, and that's one thing I love about the 1/10s, is they often come with quite low mintages as well, so that definitely helps it. So chuck in the comments below if you've got anything like this, or if you like collecting the 1/10s. I'd love to hear what your feedback is. So the next one is one that I bought, Creatures of the Deep. Thought I'd splash out and get this one. I'll look back at it now, and it probably wasn't the best investment I ever did from a collecting point of view, because I don't think this is ever going to be collectible, but I thought it was cool at the time, so I still ended up getting it. It does have a nice low mintage of only 2023 because it came out in 2023, but this is a C Mint coin, and it got that terrible packaging from the Royal Australian Mint, but it's still cool to have some gold from the Royal Australian Mint. So it's Creatures of the Deep with the C Mint in there. I'll definitely be getting this year's one, so I think that's pretty cool. But as we can see here, Queen Elizabeth does look good. It's got the Memorial Years of Reign on there, which I think is also quite significant to have that from a gold standpoint, because we all know how that does have a little bit more collectability. But this is pretty cool. So being a proof coin, and there's definitely the Royal Australian Mint put very high premiums on it. This cost me $385. So in its gold content alone, it's gone up over $100. And we're looking at price, time of filling is $4,906. So be interesting to see. I think the value of gold is just going nothing but up at the moment, which is really cool. So a really nice one to get. I love the gold, and I don't get many, as you can see here, from the Royal Australian Mint. I will be getting the 2025 one though, because I think that's going to be a nice one, having the 60 years of Royal Australian Mint. The next one is, and as you can see, I've only been buying a lot in the last few years, ever since we had this YouTube channel, is this one here, and I wish I kind of got more of these. This is the coronation of King Charles. As you can see here, it's got his cipher in there. Really nice coin design with the years of the date of there, and it's got his crowned effigy on there. So it's a nice little one. This had a very high mintage of 53,000, so definitely not scarce. Cost me around $380. It is a bullion coin, but I did get it graded because I think this is something that will be in the long term a collector piece, having a gold coin from the coronation of a king. I think it's still going to be quite collectible, so I'm definitely happy to have that with the crowned effigy in there. I think it's kind of a timeless piece, and I think it's kind of cool to have that as part of a collection. It's definitely something quite unique The next one I got was the very first Britannia with King Charles on there as well. I like getting these ones like in these little bits of plastic. So this one doesn't have the crowned effigy on there. I'm not sure the mintage on these. These are pretty high minted kind of bullion, but it's still pretty cool to get this one. So this one cost me about $362 to get this one, but it's kind of nice. I might be getting some more in the future. I think it's pretty cool, but I definitely want to get more from the Perth Mint. I think that's where, looking at this kind of collection, it's where I'm a bit lacking in that. And the next one, I got a bullion version of the Year of the Dragon. So they're quite high numbers. I'm not sure the mintages on these. We haven't seen the final mintages yet, but they're always going to hold a pretty high premium in the long term. So I think I bought this one for around $477. I bought it late last year, and obviously it's well above that from a gold standpoint right now. And we'll compare the difference and the quality to the Year of the Dragon proof. Now these are ones I do like getting now, and I will be getting the proof versions every year from now on. So this is the 2024 Year of the Dragon proof. As you can see, this beautiful packaging that it comes from the Perth Mint. And this has a low mintage of 2,500. So you can see that it's absolutely gorgeous. And you can see the difference between this one and this one. You can see the frosting and the proof-like finish. And the way Queen Elizabeth just stands out really on this proof one is so much better. And you can see the design pops out a lot more. So even this one, I was able to get this one at $490 for a proof. So it's definitely, from a Year of the Dragon proof one with such a low mintage, this will go up a lot more. So obviously its intrinsic value is $490, but its collective value will be well over the $700 from that standpoint, and will only go up over time as more and more people want to get the Year of the Dragon, because they're definitely quite collectible and really cool to get. The next one is one of the latest ones I've got, but it's a 2023 coin, so I thought I'd cover it off first. This is a Mexican Libertad, so really cool. It's just a standard bullion coin. This is probably the most expensive one I've got to date. It's at $582, so I've still got a while to go before I get the value in that. But the key thing with the Mexican Libertads, especially in the gold, is it's a low mintage. So because it's a worldwide known bullion and it's very collectible, this one only minted to 1,750. So you're not going to get many of these, and a lot of people do like trying to get year runs on these. So this will always have a higher premium than your normal bullion. So it's definitely going to cost a lot more. Some people don't like buying gold when it has a high premium, but you just don't sell these back to a bullion dealer. You'll sell that to a collector in the future, and you'll make a lot more money out of it. But I think one thing I want to do is get more gold from around the world, because that's kind of a bit of a fun thing to get. The next one I've got, and I haven't picked it up yet, is the Scottsdale Mint one from 2024, the Samoa Alien. And this one came out of bullion now. It's a very limited, only minted to 1,000. So it cost me around $549, but such a low mintage, and it's quite collectible. A lot of people do like to get it, and it did sell out within a few days. And it's definitely something that will be quite collectible in the future, because it's part of a series, an Alien series. Personally, it's not something that I'm really totally interested in. It's just something different and unique to add to the bit of a collection. I don't know if I'll be collecting this series moving forward or not. I'll see what happens next year. I'm pretty sure this is the third one in the series, and I don't think I'll be going back and getting the first two, but why not get something different? It's American gold, so it's another country's bit of gold to have. And just another talking point of having something a bit of fun. So hopefully I'll get that in the next month when I do my next pickup and unboxing from Bullion now, and I'll be able to talk through that. But that's something pretty cool and a bit of fun to have. And then we go into 2025 coins. So first we've got the Year of the Snake, which is this one here. This is really cool. I was able to actually pick this one up from the Perth Mint and get the designer Sean Rogers to actually sign the card on this one. And I was there for launch day for this one and the bullion silver. So let's look at the card first. So it's pretty cool to get this, and these again have a nice low mintage of 2,500, and he's got a really nice signature there as well, so it's really cool. I don't know if that adds any value or not, but it's still certainly more for me. It's a bit of fun to have. And this is the year of the snake, which I think is also quite collectible. But see the way how he's done it, like with 2 8s in there. And obviously 8s are quite a special number when it comes to the Chinese legends. So definitely cool to have that. This one's got King Charles on it compared to the Queen Elizabeth on the previous year. So it's nice to have that as well. And I'll definitely be getting the year of the horse. Obviously, my first one was the year of the horse, and next year will be the year of the horse. I'll be getting that one as well. So this one cost me $5.80, so still got a little bit while to go to get my money back on that one, but definitely for me it's a nice one to get, and it looks really cool, so I'm definitely happy to have that as part of the collection, and I will be from now on getting one every year. And the last one that I've got in part of my collection is this one here. It's the 2025 Maple. If I can pick it up, it comes in these little vacuum pack kind of cards here. So another Canadian one. So I've got Mexican, American, Canadian. So obviously a big talking point right now when it comes to the trade wars and everything else. But this is a 2025 Maple, which I thought was pretty cool to get and add that as part of the collection. The detail on these, if you put this under a microscope, all those little radial lines and everything else that's in that, you can see it with the light, with the way I move it around. It's really cool, a lot of detail. And I've got a super small one here as well that's 1 gram coin, and it just absolutely looks amazing. The detail they've put into a 1 gram coin is just absolutely nuts. So it's pretty cool to get. So they're my 1/10 ounce, so that's a 1 ounce of gold sitting there. So it's a nice little 1 ounce. It was one challenge to get. So to compare that to 1 ounce bit of gold here, this is a 1 ounce coin. So this is all up 1 ounce that I've got here. This one's a beautiful coin. This one I've nearly added $1,000 in value since I purchased this one, just with the gold price. Now gold price is not always going to go up like it has now. This is obviously something unprecedented when it comes to gold collecting, and I don't know how long it's going to go up, but I think it's still going to keep going. So I'm still going to keep buying gold no matter what, because I'm not looking to sell any gold in the near future. This is for my retirement fund, so still got a long way to go before I look at selling some of this stuff, but I will be constantly collecting it and storing it away. So the key things I'm going to look at getting next is the 60th anniversary of the Royal Australian Mint. So this is the coin that's coming. This is the C Mint marked version, but there's going to be a small gold version of this, which I think will be really cool, and I've been looking forward to it. So that comes out, and it's got a mintage of only 2025, obviously being year 2025. Very high price at $675. So I'm not sure if it's going to sell out very quickly at that kind of price, because it is quite a lot. If you look at the gold intrinsic value at $490, that's nearly $200 of premium, well above the gold value. So it is quite expensive, but I think it is a collector item, because anything when it comes to the Royal Australian Mint, those kind of special edition ones are going to be quite collectible. I'll definitely be getting the silver version as well, the proof version. That's also awesome. I think other key ones that I'm really missing out on that I'm really going to focus on this year is the 2025 Kangaroo, also the 2024 Koala and Kookaburra. They're the kind of ones that I feel like I haven't really got those kind of staple Perth Mint bullion versions that I want to get. So break it up, and I want to get some more Australian kind of versions on top of that. So that's something I'm going to focus on this year as well. I think it's quite important to have that as part of a bit of a series, but I'd love to see in the comments below what you like, and is there any other 1/10 ounce gold coins that you think I should be getting. I want to have a target of getting 20 of these. So obviously I've got 10. I've got that order, but obviously I'll be getting a few more coming up soon. So I'll be looking forward to getting 20 over the next couple of years, because I've done pretty well. A lot of these I've purchased only in the last couple of years. So it's been pretty good, and definitely a great time to be buying gold and having it as a long-term storage of wealth. Hopefully you found this informative. Make sure you do give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the content and the information I provided. There is a link down below for a shout out for a coffee if you want to give me a little shout out for the channel and for the work that I do. And if you're not yet subscribed to Dan the Collecting Man, make sure you get your subscription in. I plan to do a lot of videos on coin collecting, and especially at the moment a bit of gold. I'll go through a bit of my learnings of gold and gold collecting and some of the mistakes that I've made over time. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.